Bonjour, my babies. Let's make some New Orleans Creole Shrimp Stew. So I have that roux ready. It's nice and brown. And let's add the seasoning.
How do you get the roux ready?
So I just cook that roux down in the grease until it gets to the brown color I like. And then it takes time because you have to make sure you're scraping the bottom so it doesn't burn. And I have this roux spoon, if you see it's flat at the bottom, so it scrapes the bottom of the pan so it doesn't burn. And now that I'm adding this seasoning, it's not, the seasoning stops it from burning.
One more question for the beginners of this, like me. What is roux? What is a roux?
So a roux is just flour and fat. So you can make a roux with flour and butter, flour and oil, or a fat. And then the roux is cooked down to what color you like. Like when you make a blonde roux, or bechamel is what they use to make cheese sauces. That's the first stage of the roux. The roux is still like a beige color. And then the longer you cook it, the darker it gets. But you have to make sure you stay on it because you don't want the roux to burn, because it will burn quickly. So I'm gonna add the seasoning. So after you add the seasoning, I'm gonna add my water because it makes a gravy. So you cook that roux and all that flour cooks down. And I'm gonna add some more water. So when I make the add the water, I want to combine that roux, mix that roux completely in the water with the seasoning. So I'm gonna add some more water, and then we'll add the potatoes. And the roux also thickens the gravy.
Tell me about the shrimp stew. When was the first time you had that?
Oh, I was a little girl. My mom used to make the shrimp stew on Sundays when we have Sunday's dinner. That would be one of our Sunday's dinner, shrimp stew.
Have you ever seen shrimp stew outside of New Orleans, or?
Nope. Nope, I haven't seen any, unless they are from New Orleans and they're making it. But I never seen anybody that's not from New Orleans make it, or they normally don't even know about it. This is a New Orleans dish. So now this is my potatoes.
Is it easier to make than jambalaya?
Well, it's less ingredients than jambalaya, not that it's easier, because you got that roux.
The roux.
And the roux, you gotta be careful when you're making that roux.
Yeah, you gotta do some work with that.
Yep. So now I added the potatoes, and we're gonna let those potatoes cook down until they're almost tender. I'm gonna add some Tonys. Now let me get my bay leaf. Bay leaf, and always count how many bay leaves I put in something so I can take it out, because that's not something you should eat. So we're gonna let this cook down until those potatoes get semi-tender, and then we'll add the shrimps. Okay, now we're ready to add those shrimps and make it shrimp stew. Those New Orleans Gulf shrimps. the shrimps, as we say, always say, they don't take that long to cook. Okay, and I'm gonna save those for me to fry when I find some good French bread. All right, so we'll let this cook down, and then we'll have shrimp stew. Might take about 10 minutes, just until the shrimps go pink. Bonjour, my babies. Creole Shrimp Stew with shrimp and potatoes.